Hello student, welcome back. It is lecture 4, module 4, microcontroller and embedded system. Shongita Rai, assistant professor, electronics and communication engineering department, Narula Institute of Technology. Introduction to embedded system. Lecture 4, processors, general purpose and specific purpose and its application. It is part 1. Processor is the heart of an embedded system. It is a basic unit that takes input and produces an output after processing the data. For an embedded system designer, it is necessary to have the knowledge of both microprocessors and microcontrollers. Processor in a system. A processor has two essential units: program flow control unit, CU, execution unit, EU. The CU includes a fetch unit for fetching the instruction from the memory. The EU has circuits that implement the instruction and pertaining to data transfer operation and data conversion from the other. The EU includes the arithmetic and logic unit, ALU, and also the circuits that execute instruction for a program control task such as interrupt or jump to another set of instruction. A processor runs the cycles of fetch and executes the instruction in the same sequence as they fetch from memory. Type of processors. Processor can be of the following categories: general purpose processor, GPP, microprocessor, microcontroller, embedded system, digital signal processor, media processor. And apart from that, main categories are application specific system processor, ASSP, application specific instruction processor, ASIPs, GPP codes and ASIP codes on either an application specific integrated circuits, ASIC, or a very large scale integration VLSI circuit. Microprocessor. A microprocessor is a single VLSI chip having a CPU. In addition, it may also have other units such as coaches, floating point processing unit, arithmetic unit, and pipelining unit that helps in faster processing of instruction. Earlier generation microprocessor fetch and execute cycle was guided by a clock cycle of order of 1 megahertz. Processors now operate at a clock frequency of 2 gigahertz. So this is a simple block diagram of microprocessor. We have already completed in the earlier module. It consists of CPU, general purpose microprocessor, RAM, ROM, IO port, timer, and serial communication. And there is data bus and address bus. Now microcontroller. A microcontroller is a VLSI unit, also called microcomputer, which, although having limited computational capacities, processes enhance input and output capability and a number of on-chip functional units. So CPU, RAM, ROM in a single unit, IO port, timer, serial communication, everything in a single unit. Microcontrollers are particularly used in embedded systems for real-time control application with on-chip program memory and devices. And you have already learned this in the earlier modules. So this is the difference between microcontroller and microprocessor. In the left hand side, it is microprocessor, and right hand side, it is microcontroller. In microprocessor, it is a multitasking, can perform multitask at a time. Like computer can play music while writing text in the editor. In case of microcontroller, single task oriented, a washing machine can only wash clothes. In case of microprocessor, RAM, ROM, IO, timer can be added externally. and can vary different time to time depending on the requirement. Whereas RAM, ROM, IO port, timer cannot be connected externally. Everything is on chip and it is fixed. Designer can decide the number of memory and IO ports that is needed for a particular work or for a couple of work. But in case of microcontroller, fixed number of memory and IO makes a microcontroller ideal for a limited task but cannot be altered. External support of external memory and IO port makes a microprocessor-based system heavier and costlier, whereas microcontroller is lightweight and cheaper. External device requires more space and more power, whereas microcontroller-based system has to consume less power and less space. 8051 microcontroller work with 8-bit data bus, so they can support external data memory up to 64K and external program memory of 64K at best. Collectively, 8051 microcontroller can address 128K of external memory. When data and code lie in different memory blocks, then the architecture is referred to as Harvard architecture. In case of data and code lie in the same memory block, it is known as von Neumann architecture. Von Neumann architecture already it is discussed. This is the block diagram of von Neumann. Von Neumann architecture supports simple hardware. It allows the use of a single sequential memory. Today's processing speed vastly outpaces memory access times, and we employ a very fast but small amount of memory cache local to the processor. In case of Harvard architecture, offers separate storage and signal buses for instruction and data. This architecture has data storage entirely contained within the CPU, and there is no access to the instruction storage as data. Computers have separate space for program instruction and data, and simultaneously access to both instruction and data. So this is the block diagram of Harvard architecture. So this is the difference table of von Neumann and Harvard architecture. In case of von Neumann architecture, single memory to be shared both code and data. In Harvard architecture, separate memory for code and data. In von Neumann architecture, needs to fetch code in a separate clock cycle and data in another clock cycle. So it requires 2 clock cycles. Single clock cycle is sufficient as separate buses are used to access code and data. In von Neumann architecture, high speed, thus less time consuming. Harvard architecture, slower in speed, thus more time consuming. Von Neumann architecture, simple in design. Harvard architecture, complex in design. CISC and RISC. CISC is a complex instruction set computer. It is a computer that can address a large number of instructions. In 1980s, computer designer recommended that computers should use fewer instructions with simple constructs so that they can execute much faster within the CPU without having to use memory. Such computers are classified as reduced instruction set computer or RISC. So CISC versus RISC. CISC is the largest set of instruction easy to program, whereas RISC is smaller set of instruction difficult to program. Simpler design of compiler considering larger set of instruction, complex design of compiler. CISC is many addressing modes causing complex instruction formats, whereas RISC fewer instruction and addressing modes, fixed instruction format. CISC instruction length is variable, RISC instruction length is varies. CISC higher clock cycle per second, RISC lower clock cycle per second. CISC emphasis in hardware, RISC emphasis on software. CISC control unit implements large instruction set using microprogram unit. RISC each instruction to be executed by hardware. CISC control unit implements large instruction sets using microprogram unit, whereas RISC instruction to be executed by hardware. In case of CISC, slower execution as instructions are to be read from memory and decoded by the decoder unit. RISC faster execution, as each instruction is to be executed by hardware. In case of CISC, pipelining is not possible. RISC pipelining of instruction is possible considering single clock cycle. Compiler and assembler. Compiler is a computer program that transforms the source code written in a program language into another computer language. The most common reason for conversion is to create an executable program. The name compiler is primarily used for programs that translate the source code from higher level programming language to a lower level language. Cross compiler. If the compiler program can run on a computer having different CPU on operating system than the computer on which the compiler compiled the program, then that compiler is known as a cross compiler. Decompiler. A program that can translate a program from a low level language to a high level language is called decompiler. Language converter. A program that translates programs written in a different high-level language is normally called a language translator, source to source translator, or language converter. A compiler is likely to perform the following operations: processing, parsing, semantic analysis, code generation, code optimization. Assembler. An assembler is a program that takes basic computer instruction called as assembly language and converts them into a pattern of bits that the computer's processor can use to perform its basic operations. An assembler creates object code by translating assembly instruction mnemonics into opcodes, resolving symbolic names to memory locations. Assembly language uses a mnemonic to represent each low-level machine operation or opcode. Debugging tools in an embedded system. Debugging is a methodical process to find and reduce the number of bugs in a computer program or piece of electronic hardware so that it works as expected. Debugging is difficult with subsystems are tightly coupled because a small change in one subsystem can create bugs in another. The debugging tools used in embedded systems differ greatly in terms of their development time and debugging features. So the debugging tools are simulator, microcontroller starter kits, emulator. Simulator. Code is tested for the MCU system by simulating it on the host computer used for code development. Simulators try to model the behavior of the complete microcontroller in software. Simulator functions of simulators. Define the process and processing device family as well as its various versions for the target system. Monitor the detailed information of a source code part with labels with symbolic arguments as the execution goes on for each single chip. Provide the status of RAM and simulates port of the target system for each single step execution. Monitor system response and determines throughput. Provide trace of the output of content of program counter versus the processor register. Provides the detailed meaning of the present command. Monitors the detailed information of the simulator commands as these are entered from the keyboard or selected from the menu. Supports the condition 8.1632. Data are unconditional breakpoints. Provide breakpoints and the trace which are together the important testing and debugging tool. Facilitates synchronization, the internal peripherals and delays. So microprocessor starter kit. Microprocessor starter kit consists of hardware board, evaluation board, the system programmer, the software tools like compiler, assembler, linker, etc. Sometimes an IDE or code size limited evaluation version of a computer. A big advantage of these kits over simulators is that they work in a real time and thus allow for easy input-output functionality verification. Starter kits, however, are completely sufficient and the cheapest option to develop simple microcontroller projects. So we are ending over there the session. In the next day, we will conclude the remaining. So these are the references. And thank you. And we are ending today's session.